Good morning and welcome to the worst swing on YouTube. Now, you're not used to seeing the camera directly behind the golf ball. When I'm making a video, the camera is 1 yard to the right of the golf ball and looking inwards. This is so you can see past me down the hole, and it's easier for shot tracer. But this is a disgusting golf swing, despite the fact the ball headed straight off in the correct direction. Now, I know that I'm the worst swinger on YouTube. There's a guy who hits a 50-yard slice with every tee shot, and yet he never gets a single comment advising him how to swing the golf club. Now, I've missed a week due to having a trapped nerve in my neck, so it wasn't very pretty today. It has been better. Well, that might not be the worst swing on YouTube that you've seen. I've seen quite a few stinkers. What I consider to be a bad swing is one where the ball finishes where you didn't intend it to go. Most of the time my ball finishes where I intend it to go, and when it doesn't, it's not that far off that it causes me pain. Except in that wonderful round of golf I had the other day where I scored 28 Stableford points. Then that day I had a bad swing because I was hitting a pull all day long. It was going left, 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 left. I'm having lessons, I'm tinkering around the edges, trying to become more efficient and more consistent. The great thing about these things is they don't tell lies, they tell the truth. The flight of the ball after you've hit it will tell you everything that you need to know about the swing that got it there. So this will tell you the swing path, and it'll tell you the face to the swing path, whether you're open or square or closed. It'll tell you where the bottom of your arc is, whether you're hitting it fat or thin. So this will tell you all you need to know. And if this thing is going where you want it to go, then there is absolutely nothing wrong with your golf swing. Having said that, if you've got the classic deep into the left rough 40-yard slice, even if it finishes in the fairway, then that is something that we can straighten out. That's where the professional golfer comes in, makes you more efficient, and by turning that 40-yarder into a gentle 5 or 10-yarder, then you gain 15 or even 20 yards off the tee box. So sometimes when you are hitting target, you're doing it inefficiently. The strange thing is, over the years, I've never had any swing advice from proper low handicap golfers. You know, the 4, 3, 2 and below handicap golfers. They've never stopped me on the golf course in the middle of a round and said, I really think you need to do this. Firstly, they know it's very rude to interrupt somebody's train of thought in a round of golf. Secondly, they know that the fix that seems obvious might not actually work for the individual that's in front of them. And thirdly, they know that there are many, many ways of cooking an egg and coming up with a nice meal. On the other hand, I have had tons of advice from high handicap golfers. I even get it in my comments on YouTube, which makes me smile a bit. 2013, playing in a medal at Gloucester when it was a par 72. I'm playing with my mates. I'm off 5, my mate's off 8, and we had a random stranger with us. I wasn't marking his card, so I didn't know what his handicap was. He wasn't hitting the ball very far or very well. I parred the first, I parred the second, I parred the third. Fourth, hit a drive down there, down towards the 150-yard markers. He hit his usual sort of like 200-yard low slicey kind of tee shot. And it was at that moment, as we left the fourth tee, that he decided that this was the precise time where he should inform me exactly everything wrong with my golf swing as we walked down towards his ball. I didn't give any response to this, but once he finished, I said, "What's your handicap?" He said, 23. I said, "Well, when you get down to 2, come back and tell me what's wrong with my golf swing." I was a bit abrupt because I wanted him to shut up. He got into my train of thought, into my concentration of me playing golf, and provided nothing but negative information. He didn't say a good thing about my driving or my chipping or my putting. It was all, "You're doing this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong." Everything was negative, so I just wanted to shut him up. But that's not the first time that somebody's in the middle of a round told me exactly what's wrong with my golf swing and how to fix it. And they all tend to be somewhere north of a 20 handicap who do it. I don't quite understand why. It's like somebody who's struggling with the complexity of the 7 times table telling Einstein about the theory of relativity. Someone off 23 has no idea about the difficulties of trying to shoot your handicap when you're off 5. I mean, he would have had any number of free shots over 1, 2, 3 and 4. The 4th was where I got my first shot, and I would get a shot on the 5th, and then the 7th, and then the 10th, and the 12th, and that was it. That was my 5 shots. He had 23, I think it was. So what does he know about the difficulties and the challenges of trying to beat your handicap when you're off 5? I think I did beat my handicap that day. I think I had a 3 over 75. I got a great memory for scores, as same way as I have a great memory for putts. Just like I could go tomorrow and play lamp shebang and put me on any green, and I know what the putt's more or less going to do. Just the caddy needs to help me with the very fine details. So, ugly swings. Are they really ugly if the ball is going where you intend them to go? Well, I'm with Harvey Pennick on this one. Pretty is as pretty does. And if you're hitting the fairway, and if you're hitting the green, and you're making your pars, this ball does not care how you got to impact. It only cares about impact. And the card and pencil has never told me, "You don't deserve that birdie that you just had because your swing is ugly." Anyhow, I don't know how long those slow-mo swings are going to take up in minutes, so I'm going to shut up and say cheerio.